through this fasting process, at the very beginning, God took me through an inner healing session, and he did so much on teaching me how to forgive myself, how to forgive other people, how to break ties with other lies that I had been believing in my own life, and just him speaking his truth and wanting me to receive things that I had been praying for a long time. He's been taking me through other verses in the Bible that talk about seeking him and finding him while he can be found in Isaiah 55, and how his word never comes back void, but it always comes back and does exactly what he has for it to go out and do. It impacts people and other people's lives, and even my own. In Matthew 11, it talks about how if we're standing and seeking the Lord for something and praying for something, but we don't forgive someone else, then those things won't be given to us the way that we're seeking for them to be given. And he's taken me through a season of learning how to forgive other people and taking that deeper, even past the inner healing session. That was just a couple hours, but he took me into showing me how to forgive other people on my own time, and who I needed to forgive and when, and what that looked like. I had been praying for God to just move in my own life, and I was really wanting to see what he was going to do with and through the different parts of fasting. He has also taught me so much about what it is to fully sit and just delight in him more than I ever have, and be more satisfied in who he is. Through surrender and whatever that might look like in every area, and surrendering every aspect of my schedule, whether it is known or unknown. And through journaling, he's taken me through so many different things. I've journaled for 10 or 11 years, but it's such a practice that I enjoy, and it helps me to dig deeper into his word. He's led me into leading a Bible study online with some friends, and he's just done so many good things. Last week, I had actually been talking to a coworker, and she asked me what degree I was in, and I'm in a communications program. And I felt like over the last year or so that I've been in this program, I've just been sitting and waiting for God to show me what I'm supposed to do with this. Originally, I thought it was going to be more book writing and public speaking, which may be a facet of what he wants me to do in the future. I myself have actually been through pornography as a kid, and so there's been a lot of healing in that, and healing that I've sought, and really wanting to find God in the middle of that and have him restore my innocence. And that's something that I've seen him do through this fasting process, and it's been so good to just watch him show up more than we ever could think or imagine. Like his word talks about, he is just so good. And we often miss the simplicity of who he is and what he has for us, because we're looking to other things. And that's why we need to get rid of those other things as well. Last week I had received a dream from God that we had just gone through the service, and Dan was actually leading a Bible study after, and every word that came out of his mouth felt like it was from the Word of God and from God's mouth. And we ended up talking about people that are in the medical system, especially now with COVID, that are so isolated and don't have anybody, whether it's medical staffing or it's those other people. And through that, he had let me to look into being a chaplain. And that's really where I feel like he has been wanting me to go, but has needed me to sit and be satisfied more in him before he could lead me into those things. And so I recently started a chaplain program, and I look forward to seeing more and more of what he has for me in that, and just being able to reach out to those and being equipped, because he doesn't call those that are necessarily equipped for things, but he equips those who he calls into things. And oftentimes we feel like we're overwhelmed, but he is the one that we need in order to have anything fulfilled, and then through anything that he has for us and planned for us ahead of time. And he's just been so good about how he prompts and how he moves and how he uses people in our lives and how he uses us to reach other people. I've seen God move and grow me more in 40 days than he has in an entire year. I have never seen a church actually practice the art of fasting and really teach on it and really drive home what that looks like for the congregation to fast. And I've seen and heard of the expectancy. Pastor Carl's talked about the expectancy, that it's not been the same during this fast as any other fast that they've ever done. And I'm so thankful that I've been able to be a part of this fast. I think this is the first full fast that I've ever done, and it's been for multiple different things, but through that process he takes you through whatever that might be.